welcome to Mock the Week. I'm Dara Breen. Joining me this week are Miles Jupp, Ellie Taylor and Loyiso Gola, Josh Widdicombe, Hugh Dennis and Milton Jones. Every week there's kind of a little joke I do with the studio audience here where I say, oh, don't worry, you'll never be a camera pointed at you over the course of the show. When do we ever show the audience on Mock the Week? Only when we meet Andy Murray, and none of you are Andy Murray. Do you remember that joke from earlier on? Well, tonight, one of you is Andy Murray. Ladies and gentlemen, in the audience tonight, Wimbledon champion, Andy Murray! And thank you very much for joining. Congratulations. How are you, Rob?
Yeah, good. How you doing?
Very, very well. Very, very well.
Imagine if he'd gone, no, I'm shit. Am I allowed to ask Andy a question?
You are? Yes, I believe you are.
You kept looking at notes between... Were you slowly working your way through the Chilcott report? It's 2.6 million words. I've got to get through at some point.
I got a question as well. This is a bizarre question. How many bananas do you eat during a game? Because they eat bananas, right?
Yeah, they do. They do. Well, obviously, you're turning to me here. Well, yes. As an elite athlete, I often eat bananas and chocolate bars. And it's delicious. Sorry, yes. How many would you get to? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, well, like one.
It depends on the length of the match, because during the Tongass match, that's 4 or 5 bananas. That's a 4 or 5 banana game right there. You know what I mean?
Well, for you it might be, but one.
Right. If we were talking about chips, that might hurt. But bananas sound like, oh, that'd be 5 a day.
Hi, everyone. What is the most shocking thing you've done under the towel?
When you threw the tennis racket into the crowd, it's a gamble, wasn't it?
Did you try to see it? Did you overarm it? Because that would be even...
No.
Because I've got tickets to see the javelin at Rio 2016. I'm absolutely shitting myself.
Yes, now that we've done our informal press conference, we start with a round call. If this is the answer, what is the question? On the board are 6 categories. By the way, welcome all the way from South Africa, Loyiso. It's a pleasure to have you here, Loyiso.
Thank you.
Welcome. Which category would you like?
Home news.
Home news it is. The category is home news. The answer is 12 days. What is the question?
How long is Andy Murray gonna party after his one Wimbledon?
We'd like to put in Not the correct answer to this situation.
Is the question, if I say the phrase, Miles Jupp and Dara Breen riding a camel naked, how long until that image leaves your mind? And I found out the hard way.
Is it how long ago did Andy Murray put laxatives into Djokovic's breakfast?
Harsh. But suspiciously true.
Is it how long does it take John Chilcott to write a text message?
So how long is the average journey from London to Brighton currently on Southern Rail?
What is the name of the Craig David song which ends with a verse about him being red raw?
That is an image I can't get out of my head now.
How long does it take to defrost Ivan Lendl?
How much longer is my suitcase's holiday than mine?
Is it how old are French people when they lose their tails?
No, it's not. I think that's not the answer.
How much longer will the Labour Party last?
Oh, that's very ambitious for the Labour Party.
Is it how long traditionally does it take to upstage a partridge in a pear tree?
And you know the answer in this one, 12 days, please.
How long was the Tory leadership campaign?
Fantastic, thank you very much.
Yes.
Yes, the question I was looking for was how long did the Conservative leadership contest last? This is the news that after just 12 days, the Tory party leadership race is over. Andrea Leadsom dramatically withdrew, paving the way for Theresa May to become Prime Minister. Did you follow the dramatic leadership race?
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's exciting, wasn't it? It was strange. This candidate appeared from nowhere, from almost nowhere, and has disappeared again almost as quickly. But history will long recall the name Angela Lansbury. There she is there, writing some murder like she does before she runs for things. Why was Angela Lansbury such a controversial figure, though?
Because she was actually Grayson Perry.
She thought she would be a better Prime Minister than Theresa May because she had children. And effectively, the only people with children would care about the future of the world. And that people who didn't have children, like Jesus, for example, would be thinking, as soon as I'm gone, that's it. I don't care.
As a childless woman, I would like to say that I think she actually has a point, because I couldn't give a shit, mate. As a childless woman, I just wake up at like 11 a.m, I just do some fracking. Then I go for some like a long lunch, have a bottle of wine. Do I recycle it? Do I heck? And then just sort of go home and try and devalue the pound. And then repeat, that's it.
Do we know that she definitely has children, or is it just another lie?
Is it a British thing for people to just come out of their front step to tell you things and then leave?
It's not even her house. It's not even her house. She was burgling that house. And then the police interrupted and she decided that was probably a point to drop out of the race. By the way, welcome to the country, and how are you finding it over here?
Nobody told me that you guys have foxes just running the streets. I didn't know. I saw a fox for the first time and I was alarmed, and everyone was casual about it, and because I was like, that is not a dog. And, I said, I'm from Africa. You guys assume we have animals walking around. I haven't seen a fox in 10 years, and the last time I saw a fox, it was at a zoo. And also you lied and you said it was summer.
Welcome, my friend. Welcome. I was thinking about the fact that Theresa May ran a campaign, a successful campaign to become Prime Minister by doing and saying nothing for about 6 weeks and just watching everyone else die. And it was like, the one that we've learned is how Theresa May plays Call of Duty, which is online, Theresa just finds a place to hide, holds up with the shotgun, lets the killing commence. Pops out lurking, pam, 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 gone, back in again. Killing spree.
My big worry with Theresa May is that she might smile and it'll be winter forever.
But the crazy thing about Theresa May is obviously that hardly anyone has voted for her. Like, I think it's 165 MPs have got her into power.
Yeah.
I think there are more members of the So Solid crew than have voted her into power.
You weren't elected, were you, to this position,
I
Dara?
wasn't. I stole it in a bloody coup. And
Year
would do it
after
again,
year.
my friend. People have disappeared from the show, Miles, and would again for raising those exact kind of questions.
Well, I'm just saying.
Where's Matthew now? Where's Russell now? Gone.
You will be dragged through the streets, Dara, and you will be dragged through the streets like Gaddafi.
There are
Then they'll be laughing.
there are 5 regulars on the show. How many regulars now? Just poor weak Hugh. Poor weak Hugh, who I own. Hugh will always give the correct answer when I ask him to, won't you, Hugh? Won't you, Hugh?
Your shoes are almost polished.
Thank you, Hugh. Hugh knows what's right for him. In other news...
I think you're terrific on the megabus, sir.
Just looking at the nerve being sarcastic here, Hugh.
And there goes the final regular.
Just me. Moving on, what long-awaited report is finally published this week?
Chilcot.
The Chilcot Report.
Yeah.
It's available on Amazon, all 12 books. People who like this report also liked.
It's massive, isn't it? How many words is it?
It's 2.6 million words.
Do you know who I feel sorry for? Is the bloke who's got to read the audio book.
It's always Stephen Fry.
He'll be doing all the voices. And they've found new weapons.
Yes, but how then? How then, by contrast, will David Cameron be remembered?
He'll be remembered as a man who could book a removal van within 2 days. That's impossible, isn't it? How do you do that?
It's brutal, that stuff.
Somewhere else in Britain, there is someone going, what do you mean you can't come this morning?
We booked you 3 months ago. The date was clearly in the contract. We've reserved the parking, which was difficult enough to do. Where are your men? How was David Cameron referenced by our guest tonight?
Orally.
Yes.
He mentioned him.
He mentioned him.
Using his...
Yes, in what way?
No.
In what way?
He did a kind of shout-out to him when he was doing... He said, David Cameron's here, during when he just won Wimbledon, and then everyone booed.
Which is weird, because the press really picks up on the fact that everyone booed him. I'm like, well, leaders always get booed. The only time a leader gets cheered is either if you live in Love Actually or North Korea. That's it.
So what's the world come to that a Conservative Prime Minister would get booed at Wimbledon?
What has become the must-see attraction for Chinese tourists in the UK?
Is it like there's this weird village in... Oh, you're right.
I'm a bit of a cough.
Have you followed him off?
So, I'll ask the question again, shall I? Yes, rather than dying of pleurisy there. What has become... God, I hope I don't die. It'd be awful if you don't die in the next while and you go, oh, I know, we never asked.
2016, another great gone.
It's weirdly, it's like you're mocking me and he's not even died. You're not even dead, you go, well, he's no David Bowie.
The only thing I'm thinking is, then I will have won.
Okay, I can let our points go to Loiso, Ellie and Mara. Now we play a round called Netflix and Chilcot. This game involves Loiso and Milton. So if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launch the wheel of news, and wherever it chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. Okay, here we go. Let's have the first topic, please. The first subject is politics. Who shall come in on politics? Loiso.
So you guys are all worried about your prime ministers and that kind of stuff. I'd say calm down. Because I'm from South Africa, and the guy who's the head of state now was facing 763 charges before he became the president. That's a lot of crime. You have to break the law every day for 2 years. Because you guys are, I mean, we had a great president, our first democratically elected president, President Nelson Mandela. And I had the opportunity to meet Nelson Mandela. He came up to me, I was a young lad, I think I was about 12 and stuff. And he came up to me and said, young man, would you like me to tell you a joke? I said, yeah, go ahead, it's your country. Knock, knock. I said, who's there? Who else speaks like this?
Thank you very much, Loiso. That leaves us with Milton. Let's see what you've been on. Let's spin the wheel. And it's jobs. Milton.
Have you noticed that if you Google the phrase lost medieval servant boy, it says this page cannot be found? Some of you are going to be doing that tomorrow. I think if I was opening a Pizza Express, I'd open it next to a Vision Express, so we got some of their customers by mistake. I think if I had unlimited money, I'd hire 2 private investigators and get them to follow each other. Do you ever get that thing where you think someone's probably definitely wearing a wig, and you think to yourself, I'm sorry, Your Honour. I'm a bit of a lazy writer, according to my children, QWERTY and F12. Being a PE teacher, that's easy, isn't it? Shiny. I teach running. Run. I teach swimming. Swim. And a tiny, tiny little bit of geography. Jog. Thank you, mate.
Hey, that's Jones. Come back, both of you. segment is called Picture of the Week. I show the panel a topical image and ask them to tell me what's happening. So, what's going on here?
Is it Murray showing Tim Henman how bath time is different?
Is Andy Murray going to be cryogenically frozen and then brought back when Novak Djokovic has retired?
Sorry, Andy. I know what it is. Andy's from Scotland. They don't get too much sun over there. He's enjoying the reflection of the trophy.
I'm assuming that's the picture he's put on eBay.
He looks like a centaur. He looks like his legs bend backwards in that bath. That must be why he covers the court so quickly. If his legs... You can never love me, my friend.
He always plays on Centaur Court.
Bravo.
That trophy, you could fit your head inside. Have you toyed with putting your head in the trophy and playing Nightmare?
Oh my God, amazing.
I haven't, actually, no.
When you get home, you are going to have the time of your life.
Have you put the baby in the trophy? Have you put the baby in the trophy? You've surely put the baby in the trophy.
She doesn't fit.
Oh, the baby...
We tried, but...
That's I'm delighted to hear it. Of course you have it.
I have a difficult... Congratulations, by the way, Mr. That's what you say before you dig into someone. I have difficulty appreciating tennis because every point and every set and everything you do in tennis is in silence and absolute concentration. Right? You know how many goals Jamie Vardy would score if people just shut up before he kicked the ball? No? Yes? No?
I feel you've not been watching Andy, who has a distinctive monologue running. This is not a man who hides his emotions. This is going so badly.
What he does is he invites
But now it seems to have turned. Yes, it's turned. Now come badly again. It's turned again. I'm not the point. Jesus, it must be exhausting being Andy.
There's people in your box that you've invited, and then you just shout at them. Do you know what, mate? Unlucky, but you're about to get a taste of your own medicine. You Scottish! No.
I'd love you to come on.
Why are you doing this to me? Why did you make me do this, Mum? Sorry, that wasn't about you. That was just my own problem. Why is there a pineapple on top of the trophy?
Is it a pineapple? Is it a pineapple on top of the trophy?
Yeah, it's a pineapple, yeah.
Is it because you're meant to fill it with lilt? Try that tonight, after the baby. Do that.
We keep presuming that they just give you this thing. Presumably the thing is now back in a safe somewhere. Do you get to have it for any period of time?
That was the last time I saw it, actually. Yeah.
Where the hell is it?
You get like
Did you turn away and then come back and what? The trophy's gone? This is going to be the place to tell them.
We've told you the trophy has got a no nudity rule. We are taking that away from you.
This trophy has not seen a penis in 127 years. Not now. They took the trophy away. Did they give you a replica of it?
Yeah, a small one, yeah.
Can you fit your head in that?
What can you fit in that one? No, cut the mic out. You need it. Does anyone wish to ask further questions? Sorry, the lights go down.
What are you meant to be answering?
You were supposed to actually go, what's going on here? I think we've blown the gap. We know what's going on in here, right? So anyway.
What's going on here is we're offending the only person that's done anything good in Britain this year.
That is very true. Yes, this is a picture of Andy Murray after winning his second Wimbledon title, making the first British man to win multiple Wimbledon singles titles since Fred Perry in 1935. Did you watch the match?
Of course I watched it. He's here.
Yeah. By the way, how many towels did you steal this year? How many towels did you like? Because there was a thing.
Yeah.
About
Like won a match, I still, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough, isn't it? You know, because it's weird. Like people came to all the players and said, the very, apparently the towels are going missing. And every player, yourself, actually, it was Serena. I forgot who the other players were. All went, we steal the towel. That's what we do. Like, what are you going to do? Give you back the towel? Like, they don't come in and go, yeah, I'll give you the towel back. to a local school, are you? Oh.
I used to like Roger Federer because he used to be called Roger Feder. But then he met another Roger Federer, but he was determined to be Federer.
That's a good joke, man.
Get the sense that you've finally begun to get why Milton is here. Who cracked a rare smile after Andy's victory?
It was Ivan Lendl,
It
wasn't
was Ivan Lendl, yes.
it? A man who makes Mr. Spot look like Graham Norton. You're going to think, why is he so good? And it's because, actually, it's like being watched by Lord Voldemort. I think.
He brought his dental floss with him.
Yeah.
It was a relief when he moved, because for the first 2 sets, I was thinking, is he alive? I thought he died a few days ago. You were doing a kind of weekend at Bernie's. I'm sure he's a nice man, but...
He's lovely. And the C on his cap stands for charismatic.
How did the other Brits do at Wimbledon?
Great.
Sue Barker kept her job.
She did. She didn't go last year, but she still got it this year. There you go.
They nailed it.
They did indeed.
Heather Watson won.
Heather Watson won in the mixed doubles, yes. Gordon Reid in the men's wheelchair singles, Gordon Reid and Alfie Hewitt for the men's wheelchair doubles, Jordan Wiley for the women's wheelchair doubles, and Greg Rosetsky in the invitation men's doubles. I don't know why that would include that one.
Greg Rosetsky?
Greg Rosetsky
He's
won.
still going. Still going.
Greg Rosetsky, Tony Blair, and Pokemon is back. What a time for the
It
90s.
The 90s were great, weren't they? Let's do it all again.
No, that's not.
Okay, fine. At the end of that round, the points go to Joshua Milton. Now we come to scenes we'd like to see, so if everyone can make their way over to the performance area. I'll read out this week's topics, and we'll see what our panelists can come up with. Okay, here we go. The first subject is unlikely things for a sports commentator to say.
And there you have it. Andy Murray has won his second Wimbledon. Thank you for watching. I'm Tim Henman. This is the worst day of my life.
Let's see what the batsman does with this ball. He's nicked it. Give us back our ball.
Well, he's really got on the end of that. He has hit that ball a long way, long way back into the crowd. That is dreadful snooker.
Rooney to Vardy. Back to Rooney. To Vardy. No, neither of them can open that packet of sandwiches.
And the results for the Russian doping tests have come out. I must say, those are some good drugs.
So lovely to see Quidditch finally in the Olympics. Look at all the proud, proud virgins.
Eugenie Bouchard hits the backhand. That is a fantastic shot. Well done, the cameraman. Low angle, perfect view of her knickers.
So you join us here for the opening ceremony of Rio 2016, and the stadium is rocking, mainly because they haven't finished building it yet.
Yes, this Grand Prix has been cancelled, but I managed to catch a wasp under this paper cup.
That's a bullseye, and you know what that means? I won't be buying a pie from Greg's again.
McIlroy takes out the driver. Uber aren't going to be happy about that.
Look at all these athletes in peak physical condition. If I could see just one of them naked, I would die happy.
And with 1 lap to go, the pacemaker drops out. Where the fuck is my pacemaker?
Okay, the next topic is things you wouldn't read in a romantic novel.
They fell back onto the bed panting. He turned to George and said, "I will be with you whatever."
Goodness, said Elizabeth Bennet, returning to the drawing room. I'd leave that for 5.
She pulled his hair and slapped him roughly. But still, Jeremy Corbyn wouldn't resign.
He opened an eye. She thought she might love him. He opened another eye. She thought she did love him. He opened another eye. She was put right off.
She looked into his eyes and said, "This is not going to work out. I'm from a wealthy family, and you're a donkey."
She kissed him the only way she knew how. On his penis, right on his penis.
He felt so close to her, he didn't know where he ended and she began. Being a human centipede was the worst.
They romped for hours in the long grass, stopping only for her to take her antihistamine nasal spray.
You. I love you, said Mellors, the gardener. Oak and beech are fine, but my favourite tree is you.
As she looked at Mr. Darcy with his clothes dripping wet, she thought, I wish I hadn't taken that job at the old people's home.
What do I love about you? Your eyes, your hair, your Irish passport.
Please stop doing that, he said, their bodies glistening. I've got a long drive to Wrexham in the morning and I need to be able to sit comfortably.
Eyes. You are all eyes, Miss Mississippi.
Kim turned to Andy and said, yes, of course I will. Andy said, thank you for making me the happiest man in the world.
At the end of that round, points go to Josh Hewlett. And that's the end of the show. Our thanks to Miles Jupp, Eddie Taylor and Louisa Dora. Thanks as well to Milton Jones, Hugh Dennis and Josh Whitcomb. But the winner of the very important, really impressive, and we're really proud of this, winner of the Mock the Week. This is one of the most special trophies currently existing, and it's the Mock the Week episode 155 winner. And there can be only one winner of this trophy, and it is, of course, Andy Murray, ladies and gentlemen. The man said, a copper trophy. How will I've got it, you know, I'm going to bring it to Andy. I'm going to bring it to you, Andy. I'm going to bring you this trophy. I'm going to get this trophy to you, Andy. How am I going to get up there? No, I've got to get up there. I've got in the full tennis guy, yes. Oh, hang on, seriously. Oh, this is the way they do it. They love doing this shit. You can't stop them. Right, oh God, that almost broke. That chair's breaking. Hang on, we'll wait. Lovely. Oh, sorry, hang on. Right, oh, there, thank you. You're very kind. No, lovely. Okay, over up here. No, hang on, lovely. I've got too far. You're there. You're there. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, the trophy is Andy Murray! Thank you for watching. That's all from Mock the Week. Good night!